What's up, everyone? This is Kyle with BentRodzDaily. Just got out to one of our spots today, and we're gonna set up 3 rods today, and I'm gonna kayak some baits out, probably around 300 to 400 yards out, and trying for one of those elusive Jersey bull sharks. So we'll see what we'll get today. Someone recently just caught one in New Jersey about a week ago, so that's what we're hoping for, and we'll see what happens. The bite's been pretty good recently on a bunch of the prohibited species. Obviously, we're not trying to target them, but a bunch of sand tigers and sandbars caught this year. Probably the earlier clips I'm going to play in this video are going to be a couple of the ones that we got over the past couple of weeks, so I'll just add those into this video, and then I'll separate the ones that we get today, so you guys know. And yeah, hopefully you guys stick through to watch the end of this video, and hopefully we get a couple fish today to show you guys. Alright, so stay tuned.
Oh yeah, we on.
Almost got you, shit. Yeah. My God. That's the biggest one I ever see. Somebody pull. And you never pull someone like this, like that, right? Wait. I have to come from the other side. Wait. Go ahead. Yeah.
Fish your car.
Yeah, Robert! Dinner table! Fuck yeah! Dinner table long.
Fuck yeah, Robert! On the PB dinner table. On that shitty H-Mart mackerel. Need a double up right now. Bro, I've actually set the hook in this one.
Robert!
POV, you're on.
You don't have to go to the gym tonight.
Nah, fuck that. Bro, it's still pretty far out. That's crazy.
How fucking far out did I go?
OD.
You went like 500 feet. Like, it started recording?
Yeah.
Okay. Stingray maybe.
Watch out, Kyle, watch out! Don't leader it yet. Hold on, Kyle, hold on! I'm pulling back, watch out! That fucking thing! Yeah.
Here, you mind taking flex? You do.
Come on, baby. Let's go back.
Turner.
Oh, it's still there. Yeah.
Sandbar. I'm saying sandbar or bullnose ray.
Yo, I'm not even lying. I think my rod's getting fucking hit. Or that guy's like in it. Probably him just walking back and forth into it.
You just walked into it?
Yeah. Oh wait, no, that's dead ass.
Wait, am I?
I don't even know.
No, I'm on
Oh yeah. I saw it.
What is it?
Dusk.
I'm trying to pull inside.
Alright.
Ready?
Yeah, you're good. I'm just taking a vid.
Good?
Yep, continuous vid. Fucking go. This is a nice one. I know. I didn't even think it was this big. No, I knew it when I saw it in the waves.
Well, Bent fam, I hope you guys enjoyed a little bit of the action we had yesterday. We unfortunately only caught 2 sharks yesterday, 2 brown sharks to be exact. Really wish we got a couple more. Honestly, we were using kind of 2 big pieces of bait yesterday. We're using almost full mackerel while I was dropping out the baits. So if we probably use smaller pieces, would have probably caught a couple more, because we had a lot of runs and then just drops yesterday. So that really indicates to me that there were a lot of smaller brown sharks in the area and not those big sand tigers that we would hope to get there. Even though we weren't really trying to target them, they are in the area a lot of the times. Honestly, we wanted one of those elusive Jersey bull sharks, but that's our main goal to target. As soon as we see that we have either a sand tiger or brown shark on, we immediately leave the shark in the wash and get the hook out as soon as possible. And we don't take photos. We take an actively uncut video while we're getting the hook out, just so it looks like we're taking photos. I mean, that we could just screenshot off the video to get photos out of it, and instead of delaying the release, because everyone wants a photo, but you don't ever want to delay a release. So that's why we just take one actively long video, just so we could get just screenshot a couple of photos off the video, so we don't delay that release. But I want to address, so I'm from New Jersey. I want to address, though, the ongoing New York shark attacks that have been going on in the past couple of weeks at Long Island. What's crazy to me, that a couple years ago you didn't even hear of shark attacks, and last year there was, I want to say there was like 8 shark attacks last year, and this year there's already been 5. So that number actually might surpass the number from last year, just because the bunker schools really haven't been piling up on the beaches yet. And it's crazy to me that there's already been 5 this year. So with that, I want to address it. The sharks that I believe personally they're causing the quote-unquote attacks. I mean, no one has lost limbs, fingers, nothing. It's usually just a scrape up from the sharks, because obviously sharks have sandpaper-like skin. So as they're chasing the schools of fish in the low shallows off the beach, they're brushing up against people, and it hurts. You know what I mean? I get shark rash all the time when I land sharks, and when I hop on their backs to try to get out the hooks. So it really does hurt. And yeah, so a lot of people will consider that an attack, but realistically it's just a shark doing its shark behavior and just swimming, and it brushes up against you, and people say they got attacked, you know what I mean? And then there has been the 3 other quote-unquote attacks this year out of Long Island this year were actual bites, and based off of the pictures that I've seen from those bites, I would have to say that those were smaller brown shark bites. And the reason why I'd say they're brown sharks, because the 2 most common species that we get up here in New York and New Jersey are the endangered brown, aka sandbar sharks, as well as the sand tiger sharks. Those are the 2 most common species. So, and based off of sand tigers' behaviors, they really stay away from people, and their teeth are really spaced apart and really long. So if they were to bite people, compared to what I've seen in the photos, they would do a lot more damage. But compared to what I saw in the photos, these teeth bites are really close together, and they're pretty shallow, the bites. Because as soon as the shark realizes that it's not an actual food source, it's just letting go and going upon its day. And these people then are freaking out that they got bit by a 3-foot, 4-foot shark. I'm sure any shark bite, I've never been bit by a shark. I've had friends that were bit by sharks. I know it's not fun, so I'm sure they're in excruciating pain, but none of these bites, luckily, this year have been anything that have need serious stitches and stuff like that. So hopefully no more bites continue. Sharks get a real bad name, but so going back to why I think they're brown sharks, just the close teeth, the shallow incisions from the teeth itself. And brown sharks are way more curious than tigers. They see something shiny flash in the water, they really like come and investigate. And you know what I mean, sharks use their mouths to feel, to like sense their environment. So they might give a little bit of a bite just to see if it is a food item. As soon as they realize it's not a food item, they're on their way. So that's why I really do believe it's brown sharks. So if you're in the water, definitely don't make a lot of splash noises. When you see a big school of fish around, if you see like a dark spot in the water, that's most likely a school of bunker or any type of bait fish. So not make a lot of splash noises. Don't wear any silvery flashing jewelry in the water. And lastly, if you do see a school of fish in the water, try to avoid it as much as possible. Get out of the water to avoid these attacks. Don't go by it if you are going to stay in the water. Just move away. Most likely, if you see a school of fish pushed up on the beach like that, that's real close in the shallows, it means there's predatory fish out in the deeper water that have been pushing them up into the shallows. So those bigger predatory fish are going to try to come and actually push up onto that school of fish and try to get an easy meal out of it. So you just want to stay out of their way. And definitely another thing is don't wear bright colored clothes in the ocean, anything yellow, red. Don't wear anything too just vibrant, because that is another thing that draws sharks in, anything vibrant colored. So definitely stay away from those super vibrant beachy colors. Try to wear something very dull, dark. If you do know that sharks have been reported within that area in the past couple days. So those are some precautionary tactics you could take to decrease your encounter with a shark, specifically a brown shark. As I believe most of these incidents are definitely not sand tigers. They're definitely browns, because we caught 2 browns yesterday, and the amount of pickups we had yesterday, all those were brown sharks. Because when a brown shark picks up the bait, it picks it up, and these fish are they hit very much like a black tip or a spinner shark. They'll pick up the bait and they're gone with it, and it's just absolute hectic when they pick up and they double over your rod and they're just out. They're on the move. With a sand tiger, what it'll do when it picks up the bait is it'll actually sit there and chew at it in its mouth. And because these sharks are so big, sand tiger get up to 11, 12 feet long. These fish are absolutely massive. What they'll do is they'll pick up the bait, they'll sit with it in its mouth and chew, and they'll just move real slow, like, and they really don't have a worry in the world, because they know they're the big bad dogs up here in New Jersey, New York. They'll not really swim so fast. So you know when you have a sand tiger picking up your bait and a brown shark, because the run from a sand tiger is super slow, and it's super slow, and it's honestly a pull and stop and a pull and stop, and it's super slow compared to when a brown shark picks up. It's picking up and it's going. But let me state another fact. In the state of New York, you cannot target sharks, period, any species. So me talking about the New York attacks and stuff like that, even though there are a lot of sharks, you cannot targetly fish for sharks in the state of New York. New Jersey, the laws are a little different. They're a little more different, and there's a lot of gray areas that really need to be addressed by Fish and Wildlife over the next couple of years, because it's like stupid, because obviously you can't target browns and tiger sharks, but you can shark fish in the state of New Jersey. And so realistically, when you do go shark fishing in New Jersey, you're targeting bulls or actual tiger sharks or makos or whatever like that, or stingrays. So when ranger does come up to you and ask what you're targeting, you have to, when you say sharks, they're really not going to bug you too much, but there's just a lot of gray lines, because I mean the chances of actually catching one of those that I talked from the surf aren't super high. But I mean, everyone wants to put in their line in the water and see if that's possible, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Really hope you guys enjoyed those clips of us catching a couple of those sharks that I talked about are actually prohibited to target. So if you ever get those on the end of your line, make sure you just keep them in the wash, get them unhooked as quick as possible. Don't stop and take photos, just have a continuous video going, and trust me, you're going to get a lot of good photos from it. If you just have a video going and you don't cut it, you don't keep taking multiple videos, just have a continuous long video, I'm sure you're going to get a couple really nice flicks out of it. And make sure you have the proper tools just in case for that incident to happen. If you were to get one of those prohibited species, if you go out and you're in New Jersey and you're trying to target one of those rare species like a bull or a tiger shark off the coast of New Jersey, make sure you just have bolt cutters for those prohibited species, just so you could cut the hook or get it out as quick as possible and get them back on their way, so they have the best chance of survival possible. And really hope you guys liked this video, and please like, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you guys can stay updated with our adventures that we go on pretty often. And we hope you guys have an amazing day. And yeah, to the next video, Bent fam. See you guys later.